as always, Ted, kicks off. Who do you have as your winner of the week?
I had to go with Lou Holtz. Took some arrows from Ryan Day after the big Ohio State win. I mean, of all of the people to direct your focus at, Ryan Day, which I think maybe had a little bit too much caffeine in the second half of that game.
One too many sparks.
One too many sparks. He was hot, and he was pointing all of that energy at Lou Holtz post game. And Lou Holtz just fires back. It's like, hey, I still think you guys are soft.
I was pretty impressed that old Holtz doubled down.
He doubled down. I still think you guys are soft. Now he did say, I feel like we won the game, which didn't happen. But he's like, don't forget about Michigan coming up. You know, 0-2 against Michigan. I don't know. I thought that was awesome that Lou Holtz didn't back down, stood up, took it, and fired it right back. Pressure's back on you, Ryan Day.
Yeah, Lou, I guess I saw something that said he went and apologized to Marcus Freeman, or like called Marcus Freeman and apologized. But I thought it was so funny that out of all the people that have called Ohio State soft for what Michigan's done to him the last 2 years, that Ryan Day was only pissed at Lou Holtz.
I know it. He could find there's people in his own media, the people that cover Ohio State. He could have singled out all the people in Michigan, obviously. I mean, everyone really nationally has said pretty much the exact same stuff that Lou Holtz said.
We said the exact same thing on here. I'm glad Ryan Day didn't get a hold of it. We were like, hey, they got their ass whooped by Michigan. I mean, they got pushed around. It's just the truth. But he was very angry at Lou Holtz, and it was just wildly entertaining. I loved it.
And here's the thing. You got to understand how this game works. A lot of people that are in the college football media game are searching for they're searching for content, and they're searching for engagement. So now everyone's going to be talking shit about Ohio State, hoping to get into a call-out game with Ryan Day, right? That's what everyone's going to be doing this week and in all the weeks coming up.
My goal is for Ryan Day to yell at me in his post-game press conference.
Where's the Oklahoma breakdown now? Huh? Where are they now?
Where's Eichert and Lehman? Where are those two idiots? Raw calling us soft idiots. That would be so fun. Maybe if OU and Ohio State can get in a semifinal against each other, we can make it happen.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. That's a good idea.
But between Holtz getting called out by Ryan Day, did you see Dickert go after Corso?
Oh yeah,
the Washington State coach. Hey, it was a rough week for old ball coaches now, man.
I know it. You know, it is interesting though. You know how this thing works too. Like, the game has changed. A lot of college football, especially as people have watched Colorado, it's like, how can you get attention? How can you get a spotlight? And a lot of that is engaging in a lot of the dumb crap that you typically have always said, you know, we don't focus on any of that. Like, we just focus on what happens on the field. Coaches are starting to engage with it to get some attention. And I don't know if we see more of it. And a lot of it is, if you'll notice, right after the win, right? After they secure the win, not before, after they secure the win. So it is interesting.
Yeah. I would love to see Venables get into stuff like that. It would basically turn into a wrestling promo. And I think he would really thrive in that situation.
I agree. That's good.
All right. Who do you have as your loser of the week?
I had to go with Sean Payton. I know he's a great coach. I'm still not happy with how he handled the takeover of Denver, like, publicly. It's one thing to think you're taking over a horrible situation. It's another thing to go on the record and blast the guy that had the job before you, like Sean Payton did. And it was uncharacteristic of him, right? It's almost like a karma thing to go have a 70 spot put up on your ass, isn't it? Hey, I was waiting on someone to say it's one of the worst head coaching jobs that they've ever seen with what Sean Payton's done with Denver so far this year.
I imagine there are some of those tweets out there.
Yeah.
That now, first of all, Miami looks like the best team in the AFC, right?
They're so much fun to watch.
That offense, it's clear. Mike McDaniel, he is, as the kids say, he is him when it comes to play calling. And the amount of speed they have at the skill spots is just insane. Now we're not gonna dive into what Tyreek Hill said about what his vision is for his post-playing career. That was interesting, but that was, I mean, that was as lopsided of an NFL game as I can remember. I mean, Denver got straight up embarrassed. And I don't know how much longer Russell Wilson's going to be the guy there at quarterback for them. He still doesn't look like the guy he used to be. I mean, he just doesn't look like an effective player. And I don't know how much
Mr. Unlimited.
He is no longer. I would say the limitations are there. But hey, at least Marvin Mims is making plays.
Yeah. What? Kickoff return for a touchdown?
Yeah. I mean, he's making plays, but the beatdown they took, I was on some bad NFL teams, man. Bad. But how do you even feel walking into the facility after you give up 70? And it could have been 73. They could have kicked the field goal and gone for the record, and they didn't.
73. It was 70 at like 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
It's insane, man.
Oh, man. I don't know. But I love Mike McDaniels. I do. I feel like there's a strong chance he's on shrooms while he's calling the game. But they're fun to watch, and I think that offense is going to continue to roll, man. Tua's having a hell of a year. He's the front runner for the MVP right now.
Oh, there's no doubt. Right? People are talking Super Bowl. People were, I mean, you go back a year ago, too, with the concussion stuff. You're like, hey, is he going to, I mean, how much longer is this career going to go? And then now you're talking, hey, possible MVP, possible Super Bowl favorite. I mean, things change quickly.
Yep. Well, and they can change quickly the other way, too. If you think about that concussion situation, which I partially blame that concussion on the 49-0 to Texas last year, because I think Dylan Gabriel would have played had that whole situation not happened. But you know, who knows?
That is that's a discussion for next week. Actually, right. I'd prefer to just never talk about that game ever again. I've kind of erased it from my memory. Why'd you even bring it up, man? What are you doing? But you're right. That was the exact same time. And the optics would not have been good.
Hey, remember, Tua was super down on himself, was considering quitting football. Mike McDaniels took over, and we talked about it on the pod. I think I had it as my winner. Did he make like a 45-minute highlight clip for him or something of Tua's highlights?
Yeah, he was like, hey, man, you're good. Yeah. Look, you're good.
Right. And here we go. They are cruising right now.
Mike McDaniel, big vibes guy.
Vibes guy. I mean, I think at some point this season, Miami's going to come out in tie-dye uniforms.
I hope. That'd be awesome. All right, let's get to my winner and loser. But first,
elevate your tailgate with Chapel Supply and Equipment in Oklahoma City. Chapel Supply and Equipment has generators and inverters on hand that will give you all the power you need so you can take your tailgate to the next level. They've also got top-of-the-line heaters to keep you warm during those cold tailgates later in the season. They're Oklahoma-owned and operated. Elevate your tailgate by calling 495-1722 or visit chapelsupply.com. That's CHAPPELL supply.com.
And First Fidelity Bank is a full-service financial institution based in Oklahoma with tailored solutions for all your personal and business needs. Checking accounts, saving accounts, home loans, and much more. They do it all. Whether it's online banking from your computer or mobile banking from your phone, everything is stress-free with FFB. Making mobile deposits, paying bills online, and moving money to different accounts could not be easier. Make your life easier, people, and go bank with First Fidelity Bank. Visit ffb.com for more information.
And head to oplisclothing.com for our podcast merchandise and the best OU gear out there. That's OPOLIS clothing.com. Use promo code TED for 10% off. That's OPOLIS clothing.com. Use promo code TED for 10% off. Buttery soft and 10% off.
All right, for my winner of the week, thought about going with the Cincinnati Bengals. I wouldn't classify it as a pretty win against the Rams on Monday Night Football, but hey, got to get that first win of the season. A 0-3 start would have been brutal. Bengals defense stepped up. Matt Stafford did not look like he was having a good time in that football game. Hey, the toughest win is the first one in the National Football League, Ted, and the Bengals are on the board.
Yeah. The Rams looked like crap. Offense looked disjointed, but credit the Bengals for getting it done. I bet that was a fun atmosphere. That stadium was really cool. I mean, that was a nice little weekend for Cincinnati. Had Oklahoma in town. They had regular season coming to a close, and they're in the playoff race in baseball, and then Monday Night Football. Pretty cool.
Yeah. But my winner of the week, the number one topic in the world right now, Travis Kelce. Dude is killing it, right? Gained a ridiculous amount of followers on social media, like 400,000 new followers on Instagram. His podcast is number one on all the charts. He's selling jerseys like crazy. The Taylor Swift bump is real. I mean, it is absolutely real. I saw Fanatics said they've seen like a 400% spike in sales of his jersey on their site. It has become the biggest story in pop culture. Ted, I'm not sure if you care about it, but I know this. Travis Kelce's killing it, man. He's killing it.
I care about it only because I detest the entire thing.
Oh no. Here we go.
Yeah, which Travis Kelce is incredible tight end. I respect the hell out of the man on the football field. Pretty annoyed with him everywhere else and everything else that he does.
I will come to Kelce's defense. Now, him and Blake Bell are boys. They're very close. I, about once a year, go to a Chiefs game, hang out with those guys afterwards. Travis Kelce is cool as shit. He is one of the nicest, most fun dudes I've ever spent time with. Like, he is awesome. He's as cool as you think he is. Like, he's that fun. So I will not stand for any Kelce slander off the field. He's a fantastic person.
Now, I'm ready to admit that I think it's probably mainly just jealousy. Okay.
Fair enough.
I think that's probably what it is. Because the dude absolutely has it going on. He's a fantastic football player. I think the funniest thing about it is already everyone's trying to make this a fight between Patrick Mahomes and his wife and Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. I don't know. It's all pretty funny. And I'm not going to say it's a distraction, but.
Oh, it's a distraction. Did you see the scene at Arrowhead?
Dude.
The conversation, it's between Taylor Swift and Beyonce probably for who the most famous person on the planet is.
Well, right now, Beyonce's had her peak, and Taylor Swift is at hers now, right? Like right now between the two, it ain't close. But yes, I know what you're saying for
Like
sure.
some people like Messi, right? He's got more followers, but I feel like more people know who Taylor Swift is than Messi. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But she's one of the most famous people on the planet. If she's going to be around a lot, that's going to be a distraction. They're going to have to increase security is what they're going to have to do
Oh
because
man.
her fans are hardcore.
Well, and plus the media always makes it worse. I'm instantly I think of Happy Gilmore. You remember when Shooter McGavin's got the little press and he just won the tournament and they're asking him like, "Man, did you see that drive Happy hit on the fourth hole?" He's like, "Yeah, that was great. What'd he finish again? Dead last? Yeah, that's right. I won." And I feel like that's going to be the case here. Like Mahomes post game threw for 4 touchdowns, but did you see Taylor Swift up in Travis Kelce's box? What do you think? What's your favorite Taylor Swift song? Are you a Swiftie? I feel like we're going to get a lot of that crap.
I I guarantee you we are, especially Sunday Night Football because they've got the Jets.
Oh, and every like you know how the networks are. It's like, oh, if there's going to be a chance that Taylor Swift's there, we have to have this game as the prime time game.
Well, it was supposed to be Mahomes versus Rodgers, right? When it
Right.
was
Yeah.
scheduled. So, but now there's going to be a lot of Swift Kelce content on that broadcast because Zach Wilson stinks. Joe Namath has had enough of Zach Wilson. Did you see that? Oh, you're not helping Joe.
I feel so bad for Zach, man. He was set. This was going to be like the exact thing he needed in his career, right? To sit behind the goat and learn and watch Aaron Rodgers and have a low pressure year to get better. And nope, thrown into the mix 3 plays into the season, and it's all going to burn to the ground.
Yeah. And it's about to burn to the ground even more on a big stage on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
So all those Taylor Swift fans are going to be tuned in now. So the ultimate winner in all of this is Roger Goodell. He has to be loving this. I mean, bringing new fans into the fold there in the NFL. He's got to be the happiest man alive right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's marketing meetings going on in the NFL right now. What other famous celebrities could football players date, and how can we try and arrange it? We need to get some crossover here and get some new fans.
This is working. This is working. All right.
Who's the best gamer in the world? Like, we need the gamers to start watching NFL.
Who doesn't watch the league yet? Let's find him. All right. For my loser of the week, thought about going with the Chicago Cubs. Now, I do not watch baseball until the playoffs, but sad Cubs fans were all over my Twitter timeline. Cubs in an intense battle for that last wild card spot there in the NL. Bottom of the 8th, Tuesday night against the Braves. 2 outs. Pretty routine ball to right field, and Suzuki just missed it. I don't know if it got caught in the lights or what. Just missed the ball. Ended up losing 8-7.
It is 2 outs, so everyone on base is running like they're cruising. Oh, that was. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I feel bad for that guy. You know what happens in that place whenever you make a mistake.
Ooh, not good.
No.
Not good. But my loser of the week, European golf. Yeah, that's right. Because the red, white, and blue is about to beat that ass, baby. Let's go, USA, USA. Ryder Cup this week in Rome, Ted. It always sneaks up on me because it's during football season. What are we thinking? I'm excited.
I don't know. I mean, it seems to be that there's a lot of everything that I've seen, and it's not much, but it looks like a lot of people are really confident. And if it wasn't in Europe, everyone would be like, the U.S. is going to win and win this thing big. But since it's been so long, that's like what's holding everyone back from saying they're going to take this thing, right? I don't know.
The Americans have not won on European soil in 30 years. Now, the U.S. is the betting favorite, right? They're expected to win. And you look at the European side. I love Rahm. I love Hovland. I love Rory. but not this week. Beat it,
Yeah.
nerds. This is the one time I never really have like national pride when I'm watching PGA golf, but for some reason, the Ryder Cup, it's very similar to the Olympics for me. It's like, no, forget those guys. Let's go, America. It's the only time I feel that way in golf.
Well, that's how it's supposed to be. That's what's so great about it. And yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be cool. And boy, Xander Schauffele pulling on that cigar looked like he knows something, right?
He looked confident as hell. It made
Oh
me
my
feel better
God.
about things. I know that.
I agree. I was like, all right, he got some weed in that cigar. What's going on here?
He's winking at people. He just like, dude could not look more confident. But couple things. I really hope Justin Thomas plays well. Right. I'm cheering for that guy. It was a huge storyline when he got when he was one of the captain's picks, right? I hope it goes well for him. I hope it's not a story, right? The way that he plays. I think I want to be entertained. So I want Max Homa to play really well. Dude is so likable.
This is his first, right?
Yeah, and he's so likable, and I just feel like he would be a guy that would have a lot of fun with it if he plays well and they end up winning. But you also got a couple first timers for the U.S. and Harmon and Wyndham Clark. So we'll see what those guys are going to do. It's got to be nerve wracking for it to be your first time. But this is something I was thinking about. What's your favorite format? A lot of people love the singles, right? It's awesome and kind of one-on-one, but I tend to love the foursome format because I feel like it's the closest to making golf like a team game, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Is that the one where is the foursome where they do the alternate shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I like the most.
So there's 4-ball, right, where everyone's playing their own ball, lowest score, and then you've got the foursome where you're alternating.
I like that.
It's fun.
That's fun for sure. It's good.
USA. Gotta work some golf in among all the football.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult, but we can do it, man.
No, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be really cool. Know nothing about that course. I'm sure it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not terrible.